Pause for Peace with me, Pastor Jule, and happy summer. Not sure if you know that the summer solstice was just a few days ago. We're releasing this podcast on June 22nd, 2025. So yeah, on Friday, it was a beautiful summer solstice celebration. And we actually, here at Hillwood Presbyterian Church, the day we're releasing this podcast, worship will include a forest therapy walk to, just get into it, to revel in the beauty of this glorious world and to appreciate the changes of the season and the changes that come in our own lives as the seasons change. So here we are in the official season of summer, though for many folks that live by a school calendar, you have felt like it's been summer for several weeks and you're already starting to gear up pretty soon to start the new school year again. But really, truly, honestly, the world is just beginning summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's got me thinking about the purpose of summer and the favorite things that can be for us here in summer. In worship in summer at Hillwood Presbyterian Church, sometimes we do things a little bit differently. We have had a glorious celebration of Easter and the season of Eastertide and Pentecost, and then it's time to just chill out a little bit, to do a few different things. Maybe have worship in the round once or twice and do these things like integrate the worship experience with the natural world around us. In your world, I wonder what's different because of summer. Depending on where you are in the nation, if you're still in the Northern Hemisphere, you may be experiencing extreme heat, or maybe you're finally experiencing the chilly winds of winter and spring have passed, and now it's like this pleasant, perfect temperature sets in about 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Maybe summer is a time of lake culture for you, being out on the water, being somewhere out near or on the ocean, being in a swimming pool to cool off, running through a sprinkler. We used to do that as kids. It was great fun. And finding a way to enjoy the great outdoors, but still keep the temperature of the body, somewhere where you're kind of comfortable. Summer in Middle Tennessee can be brutal, though we've had so much rain here recently in Middle Tennessee, it still feels like spring. But I wonder, what else is a part of summer for you? Maybe you work in a certain industry in which summer is when everything gears up, and all the rest of the year you've been working towards this massive push that happens in the summertime. And maybe you're somebody who takes a break during summer. Maybe you're somebody whose work has had you going really hard to get through the first quarter of the year in terms of the business world and taxes and all that jazz. And now it's time to relax a little bit. For a lot of us, summer includes family time, outdoor time, grilling out, all sorts of fun things. So I want us to just be thinking about what we can do different in our lives because it's summer. This might even be a time, summer kind of is aligning with this season after Pentecost in the church life, and so many of the stories that we hear in the scriptures that will be in the weeks coming up are about ways people are living out their faith, what they are doing with this message of Jesus that they have heard, and this love that he is here to embody no matter the consequences. And there's these stories happening of these immense people of deep faith who sought to be in line with Jesus' vision and his ministry as these weeks unfold, as their lives unfolded. And so summer can be a time where we pick up a different spiritual discipline. If you are somebody who has been seriously busy all the rest of the year, this would be a great time to pick up something like meditative walking, where you find a time, especially where you go outside, which might mean you walk after the sun is setting, or right before the sun is setting, or maybe right before the sun is rising, so that you like beat the extreme heat. But maybe you meander on a meditative walk where you're using your breath to come into a centeredness and more in stillness and attuned to the world around you, but also to what is taking place within. Summer might be a time to start a new spiritual practice, like maybe a practice of meditation, where you set time every day. If you can't do 20 minutes, at least do 5. If you can't do 5, do 2. Something that'll allow you to get yourself still and going within. Now, I would prefer if you use this method of the prayer of the heart, where we are connecting with the heart space, opening the heart space in order to connect with the God that is within. But maybe years ago you learned transcendental meditation, and so summer is a time you want to pick that practice back up. Maybe a meditation with a mantra, like maybe if you go so hard all year long, it's a time to set like 10 minutes a day, or sometime before you go to bed, where you could use the mantra, God, calm me, or bring peace, something that will allow you to turn inward and to get back in step with the present moment. There are all different ways we can take up a new spiritual practice for summer. Maybe yoga is something you want to do. And summer is a great time to do yoga outside or inside. If it's like too hot during the day, you could do yoga inside, or you could do wait and do yoga as like the night is coming and the moon is rising, and go out under the stars and do a few down dogs as a meditative practice to get you still and centered once again. The world continues to be really loud around us. There's so much going on in our society. Politically, there's so much chaos taking place. And so summer can be a time where you decide you're going to unplug in a little bit different way. Maybe it's time that you stop like paying attention to all of the like times that people are trying to pull us off focus in the world around us, and you commit to a particular news source that we know is a reliable news source, and you watch just that. Maybe it's a time where you cut back on some of your TikTok intake. It might be a good time this summer to do something different that truly nourishes your body, like eat wholesome food, fresh fruits and vegetables. This is a season of harvest of all these wonderful fruits that are coming forth from the earth. And so maybe a trip to the farmer's market every week is something that you can set as an intention for this summer, so that you not only connect in your local community, but also are able to nourish your body with wholesome, healthy food. I want us in this pause for peace to turn inward for a little bit and to do some intention settings for this summer. So I'm going to invite you to get yourself comfortable. It's summer, so like go lay outside, bring your yoga mat or not. Go lay in the grass or put your feet in the grass somewhere, or at least know that these feet that like carry you all over the earth, these feet connect down deep into the earth. Energetically, they are connected into the earth, and the earth energy will continue to heal and nourish us if we allow this flow to stay open. So if you'll set the intention to get yourself grounded through the soles of your feet, awakening to the ways that your energy connects to the energy of the earth. Let's start a deep breath from our diaphragm and release. Another deep breath from our diaphragm and release. This is like breathing from our belly, moving our belly out, allowing the air to like fill us, like let that oxygen come in and oxygenate every little cell in your body. And then release what is no longer serving you. Let's take one more deep breath from the belly. And let it go. Just like the waves that recede at the shoreline, let everything exhale from you. You can continue to breathe normally as we start to focus inward. Open the heart space with intention, or using your hands, palm of your hands on your chest, in the middle of your chest, to open the heart space. Pay attention to the energy that is there. To awaken this beautiful energetic organ, this spiritual eye of the heart. Maybe you feel like flow happening through it as your hand is there or near your heart space. Perhaps you feel warmth. Maybe it feels jittery. It's time to calm the heart space down. If you're feeling sidetracked in any way, or if you are feeling like jittery or frenzied, frenetic, then return to the breath, a deep breath from the belly, and release. If you keep your mind focused on the deep breath from the belly and the release, then you will be present. You can't be somewhere else when you are attuning to your breath. And awakening our heart space, because we want it revealed to us, the wisdom that is internal in us, this pneuma, the Spirit of God that lives within us. We want that spirit, that part of ourselves that is wiser than we can think up in our brain. We want that part of ourselves to speak, to show, to give us some kind of way of feeling or sensing what needs to be taking place for us this summer. So in the quiet, with our heart space open, and setting the intention to connect deeply with the God that is within, through the heart space. Return to the breath whenever you're taken out of this space. As we attune to the message of what is it that I need for this summer? What is it that I need for this summer? Listen. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Whatever the Spirit within reveals to you, what is it that I need for this summer? That which will bring more life to you, more light to you, more love to you, through you, in you. So we pose that question to the deep wisdom within that is the presence of God, asking, what is it? Show me what it is I need for this summer. And in the quiet and the stillness, we pay attention, receive what it is we need for this summer. Listen through the heart, not with the brain. Allow the deeper wisdom in you the chance to give this message to you. Maybe there's an image that is forming before you as the heart space poses this question: what is it I need for this summer? Perhaps you've seen how you have been these last months, and so what you need for this summer is the exact opposite of that. If you've been weary and down and dragging, summer might be the time where we awaken in a new way, where the energy is coming alive in us once again. So as we're noticing, see if you can remember these things that are being revealed to you in the quiet. We're going to take one more deep breath. And slowly release. And as we do, we express inward gratitude for what we have received. And then one more deep breath from the belly. Hold it before we release, slowly. When we're ready, we can bring our hands to palms together to prayer pose here at the heart space. Our palms are together and right before the space of our heart. And before we open our eyes, if you will, just take inward stock, make sure that what has been revealed to you truly is imprinted in you now, so that the moment you dash from this podcast, you won't forget all about the wisdom that has just been given to you. And another deep breath with the exhale. With open palms in our lap, we can open our eyes, maybe needing to get ourselves back grounded here in this space, wiggling our fingers if we need to, tapping our heels into the earth. That's a sure way to get grounded right back in the spot where you inhabit each day. So now, with this wisdom that has come forth about what it is you need or I need for this summer, we are invited to commit to bringing that into being. And it might be something that was like way bigger than you ever could do on your own. Or maybe it's like changing a habit that you know you're going to need discipline and help to make that happen. So whatever has been revealed, take a mental note of it, write in your journal, send yourself a text message if you need to, do something to keep that before you in this season of summer. And maybe you do need somebody to help hold you accountable to this new intention you're setting. So maybe you want to talk to a best friend or your partner or a colleague if it has something to do with work, some way that somebody can kind of check in with you and just say, hey, how are you doing on that summer intention? Maybe I can remind you as the weeks of pause for peace go by as well. I hope you have a blessed summer. Whatever it is has been revealed to you that is what you truly need this summer, that you truly commit to that because your soul is telling you, it's longing for that very thing. Let's honor the wisdom that's been given today. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Pause for Peace. Bye.